Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to if you're new here. Today we're going to be going over the MOONCAT Lost in a Folktale collection. We have 6 polishes here, so let's get right into them. Alright, first up we have Whipping Willow, and this one is described as an emerald green magnetic. I'm going to show it to you guys first magnetized and then unmagnetized so that you can get a feel for it in case you don't want to magnetize it. It's still a very beautiful shimmery green, but you know, of course magnetized is going to be better. All right, now let me show you without the magnet. I'm getting some bold spots in the corners, but I'll just do a second coat, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and do the second coat. Remember, for magnetic polishes, you want to magnetize every coat, including the top coat. All right, this builds up beautifully. As you saw, it was a little bit patchy in the first coat, but you know, it's not meant to be a one coater. It's meant to be built up in 2 coats. I really like the fact that this one is so pretty unmagnetized, because a lot of times there's some magnetic polishes, not from MOONCAT specifically, but in general, that they are super gorgeous when you magnetize them, but then when you wear them without the magnet, they're not that pretty, you know, they're whatever. But this one's actually very, very gorgeous unmagnetized. But you know, green's my favorite color. That's not, you know, surprising. And it also says that they have reflective glitters, so let me try and pull flash and see if I can get those to pop up. Okay, so I turned on the flash and I see the reflective in the bottle. Like if you look at it, when I twist it to the side like that, you can see that they're there. I mean, it's not a reflection, not reflection, it's not a reflective glitter bomb, but it does have some of them in there. Now on the nail, I don't see them that much. It's like a magnetic first, you know, a magnetic and a shimmer first, and it has some reflective later, you know? Like it's not the reflective is not the main point, but yeah, I do see them in the bottle a little bit more than on the nail. So keep that in mind if you're thinking of this as like a super reflective bomb. It's not gonna be that. Up next we have Stumped, and this one's described by MOONCAT as a brown jelly lacquer filled with iridescent flakies. That's, you know, it couldn't be a better description. That's exactly what this is a brown jelly base with a bunch of flakies. So I put Emo for Life on my ring finger because I do want to try it by itself and with black under. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, first up I want to do the one by itself. I expect to have to build this one up, which is why I wanted to do black, just to see how it behaves over black. All right, here's the first coat. I was applying a lot of pressure to the bristles, no floating, nothing, just a very thin coat to be able to build this one up. And then I want to do the same on the black polish. So of course on this one you completely lose the black, no, sorry, not the black, the brown base, you know, because you won't be able to see it on top of black. But the flakies really do pop. Let me zoom in real quick so you guys can see. It's a very, very gorgeous flaky bomb. That's one coat over black and it is gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the second coat, also thin. I don't want to float because there's a bunch of flakies in here and I don't want my application to be too thick or weird, you know? So I did another very thin coat and it already looks, as you guys, I'm playing with it way too much, causing streaks. That was more my application on the polish, but you can see that it's already wearable at 2. However, I do see some bold spots. I'm gonna go ahead and do a third, and of course this one stays just as is. This one doesn't need anything else. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the third coat, and this one I am gonna do it not as thin as the first 2, but not floated either, just not too thin to allow, oh, look at that big chunk, that's nice. You know, just to allow the polish to, you know, just be more even. All right, so that's 3 coats. You can definitely see the brown jelly base is very beautiful actually, but also over black. So you have options for this one. Up next we have Flight of the Monarchs. So this is gonna be very beautiful for butterfly nail art as a base, you know? And it's described by the brand as an orange lacquer filled with color shifting orange to amber to pink to purple shimmer, and we can see all those colors here. Let's go ahead and put it on. It looks, you know, right away as if it were going to be a magnetic, but it's not. It's a shimmer. So I'm also going to try it over black. Actually, maybe it doesn't need it. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to try it over black. This is going to pop that all of those shifting shimmery things. So again, I did a very thin coat here. Let me go ahead and put black over here so I can do one coat over black. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a second coat on the middle finger. This one's not gonna need 3. I mean, if you want to, if the line, you know, the nail line bothers you, but I feel like it builds up super nicely. Much more opaque than I expected, actually. And then I also noticed that when it has very direct, bright light, you see a lot of the pink on the base. But then when you take it into the shade, you do see a lot more of the orange. And it will be similar to the colors that you're gonna see here when I put it over the black. Oof, it's like fire. Fireball. But yeah, so basically, usually happens, you know, when you put a dark base, the only thing you see is a shimmer because it kind of eats at the jelly base color. Not eats, but like, you know, masks it. That word's so hard for me to say. Anyways, here you have it, 1 coat over black and 2 coats on its own. All right, up next we have Shroomdom, and this one's described as a jelly with iridescent flakies and hollow glitter. I don't see much hollow glitter in here, but it does have some. It's not a lot. The flakies are the main attraction, but you know, you still see, you see them. It's just not like a glitter ball. All right, again, this one I'm gonna be building it up, so I'm doing thin coats, not really, you know, floating or anything. I want to build it up. This one has the same formula as the brown jelly. All right, let's go ahead and do the second coat. I don't know why I painted my ring finger as well, but I don't know, I just enjoy applying this one. It looks so pretty. So yeah, it builds up very nicely at 2 coats. Some people might need 3 if they really want to like cover the nail line entirely. It doesn't bother me. I would wear it like this. I don't care. But my nails are very short, and so yeah, it might look different if you have very long nails and you can see that line a lot more. So you know, I can leave that to your discretion, but 2 coats seems to make it even and wearable. Up next we have Pixie Stick, and this one's described by the brand as a white lacquer filled with green shimmer and super micro hollow glitter. So also very shifty. You see here, when you move it around, you see a bunch of different colors coming up, and if you reduce the lighting a little bit, you still see it shifting. So you're gonna see the shifts whether it's in direct light or in the shade or indoor or whenever. So I did want to try it over black and white, you know, as well as by itself, because I think this one's one of those that's, you know, you can use it in many different ways. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do it by itself first. Again, I'm doing a very thin coat to build it up, but this is not going to be opaque. This is a sheer polish. It's meant to be that way. And like my camera is having such a hard time dealing with this. Like it's like too shiny. The light is hitting it. It doesn't know what to do. I think this one's going to be a very good look for like if you want to do any nail art that resembles snow, because it does have that glistening effect, you know, when the sun hits the snow. It looks just like this. Well, not just like this, but you know, if a polish were gonna imitate, you know, the glistening effect of the sun and snow, it'll be similar to this. So very nice. Now over black, I expect it to just kind of like even it out and just show me maybe like the gold, or yeah, this, ooh, not the gold, it's showing the blue. Immediate mermaid vibes. Mermaid, unicorn, all of that. Oh, this is nice. It doesn't really show on camera as pretty as it is in person. You know how those things are, especially like for shimmers and stuff. It's hard to like really translate, you know, but anyways. I'm gonna do a second coat on this one because I feel like it's dry enough just for me to show you guys, to see how it builds up. It definitely does get a lot more white when you build it up more, because you know, my nails are a little bit stained, and when the polish is too sheer, the staining from my natural nail translates and makes it look more, you know, more yellow, but it's not. It built up very nicely and it does look white. So just keep in mind that the yellow tint that you might be seeing might be due to my natural nail and not the polish's fault, okay? Up next we have, what is this? What's your name? Poison Berry, and this one is a lilac filled with purple shimmer and micro hollow glitter. And it also has like a blue shift. You can see it there. It shows very, very, very nicely. I don't know if it's gonna translate to the nail, but you can see the base, you can see the shift, and you can see all those micro glitters in there. Now, I do think that this one has like a pearly type of base. Yep, it does. So let's see how it builds up. And I also wanted to try it as a topper to Insomniac because I think it's gonna, you know, they're gonna be nice together. So let's give it a go. First up, I'm gonna do it by itself. Middle finger, doing very thin coats. This is one of those formulas that you cannot mess with it too much because you will cause bold spots, I think. You see, I did that. So, but it's gonna build up. And you can see how like the shifts in this one match this one. So I think it's gonna be a very nice combo. So that's why I wanted to try it. So let's go ahead and try one coat over Insomniac. And it is not as pretty as I imagined, actually. I don't know how I feel. I feel like Insomniac by itself was better. But it does add a little bit of something. But I don't know. I thought it was something else in my head. But you can see what it looks like. I mean, let me zoom in. Alright, let's go ahead and do the second coat. And I might have to float this one a little bit. Because I think if not, I might still see some bold spots, but no, actually, yeah, I am floating. Now, not so much floating, but feathering, like barely applying any pressure to the brush. And that makes it even. But this is one of those polishes that I think if you're a beginner polisher, you might struggle a little bit. Just keep that in mind because the base is a little bit of a pearly situation, you know. So these are still available on their website as of March 30th. The only one that's sold out is the magnetic green and the collection as a set. All the other ones are available individually. So thank you so much to the MOONCAT team for sending these to me for, you know, to review for you guys. And thank you for joining us, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.